Since Eyewitness News first told you about the investigation into allegations of West Virginia State Police misconduct, the agency has been undergoing a transformation.
Yeah, with the previous regime now gone, new leaders are making some changes to restore confidence and faith in the state's top law enforcement agency.
And this Eyewitness News investigation follow-up. Kenny Bass has his second look at the WVSP Training Academy and how improving things there means a better foundation for tomorrow's troopers, deputies, and officers, for both men and women who put on a badge.
The West Virginia State Police Academy is set up to train and prepare the next generation of troopers, deputies, and city officers. Women make up less than 10% of those who wear the badge, but agency leaders insist those women play vital roles in every area of law enforcement.
It's certainly a male-dominated culture in law enforcement. But saying that, females are desperately needed in law enforcement. They can do things better in some ways than some male police officers can do, especially when it comes to some type of investigations and interviewing and things like that.
I always say I think that there's certain aspects of this job that women do way better than men, and there's certain aspects that men do better than women, and it's all about just being on the same playing field. When I came up to the State Police Academy, I took the same PT test as the men. I did the same tests, I did the same PT regimen, I did the same training. When I want these women to understand that yes, there is more men than women in this field, but we can dominate just as well as the men can. We can succeed just as well as the men can. We may have to work a little harder, but it's possible when we can do it.
State Police brass say they recognize what female officers bring to the table and are making changes at the academy to help them get their careers off on the right foot. One of those changes is having a female academy staff member live with female cadets in their dormitory during their training.
I think it's a good idea to have a female up here at all times. I know when I was growing up and just going through the cadet class and everything, there were certain things that maybe I wanted to discuss with a female that I didn't necessarily feel comfortable discussing with a man. Plus the fact that it's a different aspect. I mean, a female in law enforcement versus a male in law enforcement, we are a minority, and I think I can pretty much identify with the females better and give them better examples and hopefully help them develop their abilities best and their skills best and get them out so that they can become the best female officers that they can be.
Sergeant Blankenship is a 14-year veteran trooper, but she also has a family. Staying with female cadets during their weekly training sessions at the academy will cut into her time with her young daughter. However, she says the sacrifice means a female staffer will be available anytime a young woman working through the program may need them.
I want to be there for them, and I always call them my kids, and I know that they're all adults, but when I come in the morning, I always tell them good morning, kids, and that's how I see them, because I care about them and I want to see them succeed here and out in the field.
Mitchell says there are several initiatives underway at the academy to make it a safer and more productive environment for those willing to protect and serve.
We are in the process now of establishing a new camera system here at the Academy. We are installing 60 cameras, high-tech cameras over this entire compound. We're installing these everywhere for the protection, number one, the security of this facility. Number two, the security of the trainees. We want chiefs, we want sheriffs, we want the colonel of the DNR. We want our folks, family of our folks that we hire, to know that there is no cost too big and to protect the dignity and integrity of our trainees.
Making sure the next wave of officers have what they need to properly and safely exercise their duties is just one way the West Virginia State Police is recovering from a very difficult period.
No, I didn't have a female instructor when I was a cadet, so I'm glad that it's here, and I'm glad that we're able to do this, and I'm glad that the state police is making ways to show that they do care for not just their troopers, but their women troopers, their men troopers, everybody inclusive.
In Institute with this Eyewitness News investigation follow-up, I'm Kenny Bass.
We have more great Eyewitness News investigates right here. Subscribe and hit the bell notification to have the latest uploads delivered straight to you.